Well, hello everybody, and welcome back. We have the Suburban back. Just went and picked this up. Got a little bit of work done on it. It is windy today, so I'm sorry if the audio is not great on this. Can't really fix the wind or the neighbor's dogs barking. But we just got it back. Of course, we just got the new tires on it. But I had a little part replaced. That right there. That, my friends, is a kryptonite tie rod. So I got new tie rods, both tie rods replaced. Center link's the same. I replaced the idler arm a few weeks ago, and I had the pitman arm replaced. I had my mechanic do it because I just didn't have time to work on it. Had him run through everything, do all my fluids and the diffs, transmission, transfer case, all that stuff, and just look over everything. I like to get the mechanic to look at it every once in a while because they know more than I do. And if something might need some work, they'll let me know. So I do have a couple more things to do. We've still got to get this aligned, so I got to go drop it off for alignment. But I've got another part I want to go ahead and put on here that is kind of controversial, and some of y'all are going to hate it. We are putting this right here on. Wheel spacers. These are 2-inch wheel spacers, and some people say they're a terrible idea, and they're right. Wheel spacers are not great. They're not really good for your vehicle. They're going to wear front end parts faster, bearings faster, joints, everything, especially with a giant bumper on the front of this thing like I've got. But I'm going to run them anyway, at least for a while, and see how I like them. See, if they start wearing parts out too fast, I may take them off. But since I've got the tie rods replaced, I don't really have to worry about snapping a tie rod too much anymore. It's still possible, but it's not super likely. So we're going to put these on because this thing has come up. It's been lifted. It's come up a little bit more. Our center of gravity is a little bit higher. We're doing a lot more off-road stuff. And I just want to widen the base of this thing a little bit to make it a little bit more stable on and off road, because I feel like it's safer that way. A wider stance is just going to make it safer, and safety is more important than a few worn parts in my book. So we're going to put these on. I also have a set to go on the camper so that it can match the same width. We're going to see how these go on, if they fit right, if we have any rubbing issues, which I think it's going to be close on the front. But we're going to put them on, and we'll see, and we'll go from there. So let's get these put on, and you can leave a comment about how stupid I am for putting these on. That's fine. I've got one of the front ones on, so I'm going to kind of show you the difference real quick on where the wheel sits with it on versus with it not on. So this is without a spacer on it. See, the wheel is well inside. These Z71s have this fender sticking out on them, which is nice. Keep mud off your vehicle, but it does sometimes look a little funny because of where the wheels sit. Hey, boy. Then this side, you see it is basically flush with the fender flare there, which does, in my opinion, does look a little better. We'll see how it is functionality wise. All right, we got both of the front on now, so I want to see if we can do full turn without rubbing. I think the most likely spot to rub is going to be right in here. Front's going to be clear with that bumper, no problem at all. That corner over there on both sides I'm worried about. So before I even put any on the back, let's see if the front will clear. It is awful close, but I think we're okay. It just barely touched the dirt here, which this is actually pushed out and got mud clumped up. It's gonna be really close. We're gonna have to watch it, especially on the first couple trips, and see what it does with flex. Any flex should be directly up and down, and we've got space up and down. So I think it's gonna be okay, but we're definitely maxing out what it can do. It's actually gonna help the back. The back is actually rubbed right here just a little bit on full flex before, so it's actually going to pull that out, and the back will actually have better clearance. So I'm not worried about the back at all. The front is very close, but I think it's going to be all right. So I'm going to go ahead and put the ones on the back. All right, we got all four on. So definitely we'll have more clearance here, which is going to be nice. I don't have to worry about that rubbing anymore. I had like a 1/2-inch spacer on this before, which gave me enough clearance to run these tires with barely to no rubbing on the back. The front was always fine, but now we should be good. We'll have to watch the front. We'll see how it goes. I think I would rather have probably a 1-inch spacer, maybe 1.5 inches. I'm not sure if they actually make those, because you have to have room for your nut to fit in there and everything. So there's not a lot of options on spacers less than 2 inches. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you think it looks better. I'm undecided. All right, now that we got them on the Suburban, we're gonna do the same thing on the camper and bring these wheels out. Be more flush and give us a little bit more stability on the trail. All right, got them on the camper now, and I actually really like the way they look on the camper. The stance that it gives actually looks a lot better, and that widens our axle essentially 4 inches, which gives us, in my mind, a little bit more stability, especially with that rooftop tent, a little less sway. I am going to, this actually is still factory height. I do have lift blocks to go on this, but I don't have new shocks for it yet, so I'm not going to put them on until I get the new extended Bilstein 5100 shocks like I've got on the Suburban. But I'm just going to say, I really think the old Toyo tires look better than the Coopers. I like the way they look on the vehicle better than the Coopers. But I'm going to like the performance of the Coopers in the mud a lot better, though the road noise is worse. So it's give and take. It is what it is. I like it. We'll see how it works with these on here. That's all I'm going to do today, but I got some more, because I'm going to show you the new vehicle as soon as I get it back from the mechanic in a day or two, And there might be another new thing or two that's happening. So, we're not done yet. So, funny story for you guys. I bought some tires from Walmart. Milestar Patagonias. Everybody says these are great-ish, but mostly that they're cheaper. So these are way, way cheaper than the Cooper STT Pros I got. But Walmart said, I'm gonna get these installed on this black truck. Walmart told me they can't install them because they're too big. So I said, okay, I'll go find someone else. So now I gotta find someone else to install them. But they are 305 70/16s, and you can see they are slightly bigger than the tires I have on here, but these on here are 285 75/16s. So these are pretty much the same height, just a little bit wider. So I'm gonna go find someone to install these since Walmart can't install my tires, which is fine. They have their protocols. It's whatever. I just find it funny because I know they'll fit. These are the same size I'm running on my red truck, so I already know the tire's gonna fit, no problem. So we'll find someone to get these things installed on this truck, and we'll see what they look like. Alrighty, they got the tires on, and look at that, they fit and they don't rub, just like I told you, Walmart. Anyway, they're good to go. So far I like them. They're looking good. This size looks really good on 16-inch rims, 305 70/16 tire. So it's about a 33-inch tire, just a little bit less. It's the same height as the tires that I have on the Suburban, but a little bit wider. So pretty much the exact same setup. I'm running these same size tires on my red truck as well. So I'm excited to see how these Milestars work out. Everybody says they're pretty good tires. May not get last as long as the Coopers, but they are significantly cheaper. So far, I think they're quieter. As far as functionality, I don't know. They'll probably be pretty similar, but we'll see. Now I just need to go get the Suburban because they've got the alignment done on it. Well, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I was last getting the tires on the black truck over here. And we got the white Suburban back, got the alignment done so that our new tires wouldn't be all wore out. Here's the black truck and a couple of the other trucks. Got the alignment done on it. We've actually been on a couple trips. Wheel spacers are working good. Alignment's holding up. Everything's good. Got the front end. Basically, over the last few months, I've rebuilt the whole front end on it, which it's been due. It's over 200,000 miles. It's been due for a front end rebuild for quite a while. But it took me so long to get back to this video because I was waiting to show you what's right in front of me, which is the new vehicle that I mentioned in a previous video. And I'm finally going to get to show it to you. It's been at the mechanic just getting some tune-ups done. They've been really busy, but I got some new belts. Just had them run over everything on it, fix a few basic things for me that I didn't have time to do. So, without further ado, the new rig. Bam! But Josh, that's just another Suburban. You've already got one. Well, this isn't just another Suburban. So if you see this, that is 8 lugs. We now have a 3/4 ton Suburban. So this is a 2000, so it's actually a year older than our white one, but it is in really, really good shape. The body on this thing is super clean. That's the main reason I bought it. Well, for one, it was cheap. I got this for $4,000, $1 less, but $4,000 basically. But the rocker panels have 0 rust. They are pristine, which is unusual on these. The interior, it's an LS, so it's all cloth, but it's gray, which I prefer. I really hate the tan interiors. This is all gray. It's actually the same interior as our Suburban, except for ours is the Z71, so it's leather. This is also a 9-seater, which our white one is as well. So this is going to be a backup family vehicle / work vehicle, and I got really big plans for this eventually. It's not going to happen yet. I'm going to finish the camper build before I start working on this. I still got more things to do to the white Suburban, but this is going to be bigger than the camper. This is going to be really cool if I get to do what I want to do with this. It's a big project that I don't even have all the skills or tools required for, but we'll figure it out. So I do still have a few things to fix up on it. Looks like they hit a deer or something here. I've already got a new bumper, new headlights, new grille, new lower valance, which it actually doesn't even need. I do need to find a quarter panel. This one's a little beat up, So I need a gray, dark gray, kind of charcoal quarter panel. I've got a white one over there in the parts rig from the camper that would fit on here, but I don't really want to use my white one because I might need it for a Suburban. It's already color matched for it, so kind of want to get one. I'll either just buy one and have it painted. The hood's got a little bit of fading, so I might just have the hood painted and get the fender painted all at one time, or I may just find one and put it on and not worry about the hood for right now. This is the 3/4 ton. It has the 6.0 in it. They put the 8.1 gas and the 6.0 gas in here. This has the 6.0 with the 4L80 transmission. It is 4-wheel drive. So this is what I've been looking for a while, and I finally found a good deal on one. It does have 230 something thousand miles on it, but it runs good, drives good, at least for now. I'm going to run it as it is for now, but eventually this is going to be something very different indeed. So I've got this. I need one more piece before I can ever even start this. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out for a while in the future for a 2000 to a 2002 Chevy 2500 HD Duramax. I'm looking for one of those with a clean body. I want no rust. I don't want to deal with rust. I want a rust-free body. So I'm looking for one of those. I'll find one eventually, but it's got to be a good deal because I'm cheap and I don't have much money. So that'll be another piece of the puzzle. But right now, we've got a 3/4 ton and we got big plans for it. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.